Welcome to the series premiere of Irwin Believes. And on this episode, Irwin believes the elite are controlled by demons. Stop laughing at me. Wiggly sword. Yes. Thank you for asking. I am Irwin. I'm so happy to have you here. I've learned many things. Many things. And I often think, how should I order these things for normies to better understand them and be willing to accept them? You can't just start at the craziest things. You got to kind of warm them up a little bit. Well, not here. We're starting as crazy as it gets. That's how I like it. This channel, not for skeptics. Skeptics, I've got a special message for you. Go see a psychiatrist. Deal with those mommy issues. All right. Now, for serious people, the actual open-minded people, those who don't treat science as religion, we've got some fun things to talk about today. Such as the hidden masters. Oh, where do we go when we die? Do we have a soul? Are we just this meat sack? No, we are not just this meat sack. Are you an idiot? How? Oh, I got rid of my Socialist Cortez mask. But are you an idiot? That's all I'm asking. You could say yes, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to think a lot less of you. You really think this is all that we are? Shame! So, we hear these stories about angels, demons, sky gods. Could any of it be true? But all the gods, they stopped talking to us a long time ago. They just left, right? Right? The sky gods of old, they're gone. No one has any communication with them anymore. Right? Wrong. Very wrong. There are many different names for them. Hidden masters, secret chiefs, invisible master. You want to learn more about angels, demons, interdimensional aliens? Hit up Leo Zagami. I don't know what took me so long to finally read these, but this is number 5. It's in this Confessions of an Illuminati series. This is number 6. So good. I disagree on a couple things, but so good. You want to learn about secret societies and all the insane rituals they do and all the absolutely wild, esoteric, occult knowledge that they have? Leo Zagami is the man. I'm probably going to end up reading all 6. I've got so many books to read, Leo. Why do you got to make them so good? But I've been loving that. I've been blasting through it. And what a strange time to be reading that when I decided to start a channel talking about it. Let's get this a little bit bigger. I need to get used to my new hotkeys. No, hey, let's do it even better. The Hidden Masters. This is from Wikipedia. Wikipedia is hot garbage run by a bunch of lefties. Which is why if I can prove all sorts of crazy stuff using it, then I'm going to. Because normies trust Wikipedia. And this is from the Wikipedia of the Theosophical Society, founded by Helena Blavatsky. Pretty much the precursor to most of the New Age movement these days. They were a little on the not so good side, but they're also a bit on the good side. Don't like to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The thing about the occult is you can take the same information, you can use it for good, or like Hillary Clinton, you can use it for evil. The Hidden Masters, one of the central philosophical tenets promoted by the society, was the complex doctrine of the intelligent evolution of all existence, occurring on a cosmic scale, incorporating both the physical and non-physical aspects of the known and unknown universe. What? Things could be non-physical? Like time, gravity, air is practically non-physical. We can't see it. Radio waves? You think there's these weird electromagnetic waves going through the air and we can transmit data on it? You're a crazy person. Yes, the magic of old is just technology and physical abilities we currently don't understand. Or do we understand it? It's just hidden from us. I would argue it's just hidden from us. Oh, you get all your information from books and the internet. What do you know? You can't trust anything. You can't know anything. No one can know anything. I had to deal with that the other day. From someone who literally knows nothing. It's been over a decade looking into this stuff. I gotta be told, what I believe doesn't count because I got it from books. Told him science was a religion. He lost it. What does science have to say about hidden masters and secret chiefs? Magnum opus of Helena Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine. These esoteric people love their fancy names. Humanity's evolution on Earth and beyond is part of the overall cosmic evolution. I would also argue that. It is overseen by a hidden spiritual hierarchy. The so-called masters of the ancient wisdom. Yeah, seriously, they've got like the most ridiculous names. We live in a sci-fi fantasy novel. And oh boy, do they give them some fancy fantasy names, whose upper echelons consist of advanced spiritual beings. Yes, there's the upper echelons of the more positive entities, the benevolent ones. Then there's the hierarchy of the malevolent, demonic beings. People, Aleister Crowley was into summoning, trying to get to possess him. Fun things like that. So, advanced spiritual beings, you say. Cosmic evolution, you say. In various occult movements, secret chiefs are said to be transcendent cosmic authorities, a spiritual hierarchy responsible for the operation and moral caliber of the cosmos, or for overseeing the operations of an esoteric organization that manifests outwardly in the form of a magical order or lodge system. Magical orders? Yes, we have those. We've had them for thousands of years. We continue to have them to this day. We had communication with the sky gods, angels, and demons of old, and we still are having them today. Who would have thought that things didn't change? Crazy. Of course, after, Muhammad and some of that, such and such, little less of the sky gods. And then even before then, the sky gods kind of took a little break. Papa God said, hey, y'all screwed everything up. You gotta go. Is it all myth? Is it just legend? Is it these magical fiction stories that our ancestors came up with? Or is there something to it? It'd make a lot more sense if something was to it. Otherwise, why are all of our cultures making up all these stories about sky gods coming down from the heavens, space, and creating them and teaching them civilization? We all think it. Build giant stone structures for them, pyramids and fun geometrical objects like that. Giant stones. We got people having trouble eating and drinking every day, and we're building giant stone pyramids for the gods. What? You think there might be something to that? I don't know. Maybe. Their names and descriptions have varied through time, depending on those who reflect their experience of contact with them. As we know, a lot of the sky gods were known by different cultures, known by different names. They are variously held to exist on higher planes of being or to be incarnate If incarnate, they may be described as being gathered at some special location, such as Shambhala, or scattered through the world working anonymously. Secret chiefs. Yeah, we got in Sufism, Theosophy, occultism, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, Aleister Crowley. The occult believe in them. Back. Oh. Do you think they put all this time and energy and hard work into doing these rituals for no reason? Does that make sense to you? They're just deluded and they waste all this time for no sort of material gain? Weird. No, I would argue. We got like Aleister Crowley rituals where people who witnessed it, they won't even speak about what they saw happen, but it clearly changed them for the rest of their life. Many of those sorts of stories. And some of it, we hear the things that they did see, and it's like, shit, that's crazy. Pardon my French. Yeah, especially with Aleister Crowley trying to get possessed by like one of the arch demons, essentially. One point getting turned into like a naked woman, literally like changing forms and such. Things are weird. Things are very weird. Oh, the occult. Not allowed to talk about this. Oh, wait, what? There we go. Don't tell Susan Wachikiki I'm talking about this, but the black side. So, it's a symbol type of sun wheel. There we go. Oh, God, no, Susan's got a bad beat. The symbol first occurred during Yahtzee, Germany, as a design element in a castle remodeled and expanded by Himmler, which he intended to be a center for the SS. We will get to that castle. So, its association with the occult concept of the Black Sun, and therefore also its name, developed from the influence of a German novel from 1991. 91. It was in a castle, a Yahtzee castle. But it wasn't really a real symbol until 91. Yeah, no. Maybe this exact symbol, but the black sun is one of the more secret secrets. There are several explanations for it. Oh, used by the Church of Satan. Who would have guessed? So, the one I've heard most and makes some good sense is that we are actually in a binary star system. A lot of stars far away from each other are actually connected, like gravitationally. They're considered binary stars, even though, you think two stars that you think they'd be like right next to each other. No. So some people believe we have a binary star system, and the other one we can't really see. It's one of the, brown dwarfs or whatever, one of the stars we can't see with our visible eye. A black sun. Of course, that gets into other occult stuff, so that's a possibility. Some people believe the black sun is one of these secret chiefs, one of these entities that you can contact. Then I'll be talking about the Vril Society from that book. The alien beings live underground, and their cities are totally lit up by some object. You can't see it. A black sun. Few different options there. Let's get out of here before Susan bans me for talking about history. So weird occult symbols, weird occult beings. Now let's talk about the jinn. You may know of as genies from Aladdin. Supernatural creatures in early pre-Islamic Arabian and later Islamic mythology. Since jinn are neither innately evil nor innately good, the jinn we normally think of, the fire jinn, are the demons, but there are also good jinn. Islam was able to adapt spirits from other religions during expansions. Jinn are not a strictly Islamic concept. Rather, they may represent several pagan beliefs integrated into Islam. Oh, what? Everything's just us standing on the shoulders of the people who came before us? Yep. Oh, and then besides jinn, Islam acknowledges the existence of demons, shaitan, and they call it's like the great shaitan and stuff. They're not actually talking about Satan. They're talking about jinn, demon, jinn. Yeah, the lines between demons and jinn are blurred since malevolent jinn are also called shaitan. That's good. Do I want to talk more? Yeah, I'll just talk about it. Screw Wikipedia. So, you're out wandering the desert. Decide to camp. You wake up late at night. You hear this weird sound. You walk over to it. And then this mysterious, figure, possibly creature even, probably hooded figure or something, comes up to you, starts talking crazy. Talking in riddles and metaphors. Bam! You're about to die, get possessed, possibly make a deal with the devil. Bad things happen out in the desert. Obviously, the jinn can be good. Usually when we refer to them, it's the fire jinn. They also kind of jinn are also sort of the elementals as well. And then the fire elementals would be the demons. Which is all cultures. Salamanders, sylphs, nymphs. All cultures have these elementals. And some people have the sight to see them. Some people can communicate with them. Make deals with them. Some can capture them. Essentially enslave them. Oh, people are all just making all of this up, though. Don't worry about it. There's nothing non-physical. There's nothing metaphysical. No! Science be praised. All cultures. Angels, demons, supernatural creatures. All of them have them. Devas. Yeah, Hinduism's got plenty. But no, they're just talking crazy. Oh, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. They don't understand the natural world like us scientists do. I need some science. I got some science here still, right? Oh, God, that's some good science. Science be praised. Oh God. Just tell me what to think, Al Gore. You want some money for carbon? Here it is, bud. Science be praised. Could there be entities like this out there? How might we communicate with them? Oh, when I say all cultures, I'm not excluding the Christians. Teraphim. Hebrew word from the Bible found blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No. Yes, is explained in classical rabbinical literature as meaning disgraceful things. Now it's translated as idols, household gods. Yeah, no. Can't find some good stuff. Yeah, Rachel. Yeah, she hides them in a saddlebag and sits on them. Oh, I'm having my period. I can't get off. Women use it to get out of gym class now. They used it to hide the teraphim back in the day. Nothing is new under the sun. Some argue she took the teraphim in order that her father not have idolatrous paraphernalia. Why don't you just give me what? No, I want to just, God, I hate you, Wikipedia. Yeah, the teraphim were outlawed. The Israelites would live many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or sacred stones, without ephod or teraphim. Sacrifice or sacred stones, ephod or teraphim. Okay, there we go. It is thus a possibility that the teraphim were involved in the process of claromancy. Yeah, casting of lots. Many other things. I would argue teraphim were for contacting these metaphysical beings, these sky gods, these angels, demons. Or possibly, yes, for divination purposes. What, in the Hebrew Bible, you say? What? But I thought magic was just for the pagan heathens. Oh, your magic's okay, but everyone else's magic's bad. Okay. Sure thing. Teraphim. All right, we brought up the ephod. Why did you go down there? The ephod. This fun little coat. Oh, that's not big enough still. This fun little coat. Weird coat. Let's hear more about it. I really need to burp up this sandwich. All right, so it was an elaborate garment worn by the high priest. And there's a breastplate containing Urim and Thummim. Originally, I had it up. Let's see. What is Urim and Thummim? Elements of the Hoshin, blah, blah, blah. They are connected with divination in general and claromancy in particular. Weird. I thought magic was just for pagan witches, though. It is woven out of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet threads made of a fine linen and embroidered with skillful work in gold thread. Yeah. How about I wear one of those into church? Let's see what people think of me. Fun. And yeah, blah, blah, blah. It was used for oracular purposes. Whenever Saul or David wished to question God via oracular methods, they asked a priest for the ephod. Since the oracular process is considered by scholars to have been one of claromancy, with the Urim and Thummim being the objects which were drawn as lots, the ephod is considered by scholars to have been some form of container for the Urim and Thummim. To harmonize with the descriptions of the ephod as a garment, it is necessary to conclude that the ephod must have originally been some sort of pocket, which the priest girded to themselves. Or you could just pull your heads out of your butts and understand how this stuff actually works. Skip some stuff. It's oracular device to talk to God. Oracular device to talk to God. In the Old Testament? Weird. But I thought people who channeled entities were evil. Let's discuss channeling entities briefly. Has it stopped? No, it hasn't. It's only gained in popularity as people learn to channel thanks to the internet. So, I'd like Peter, Maxwell Slattery, good guy, has a lot of amazing footage of UFOs and supernatural stuff. Probably the best. So I saw he channeled. So I was like, cool, I'll check it out. The Shiji apparently from Sirius protects one of the Stargates in Sirius or something? Pretty good. I like the spiritual aspects of it. I'm not sure if it's 100% legit, though. They got into some specifics. Whenever they get into specifics, stop listening. Because you read a bunch of these channel materials, a lot of the specifics don't match at all. And that's not possible. You can't have that. Do I think it's Peter's fault? No. I think he probably is channeling something. Are they wrong? Possibly. Or am I wrong? Yeah, possibly. Maybe they're right. Then you got Cryon. This is one of the people who got me into all the channeling and stuff. He's apparently a magnetic master. Aliens, angels, saints, spiritual masters, magnetic masters, all sorts of people that get channeled. Long time ago, and still, to this day. Yeah. But all these stories of old, they just made them up. They're bored. They just want a little fiction. What? No. All right, let me get back. I saw it. Okay, here we go. What? The object at Nob. Oh, wait, no. Let's go on. The integration of the stones in the breastplate, as well as the Hebrew usage of Urim as lights, suggests that the Urim and Thummim may have been a type of ocular device through which the priest would look when receiving divine communication. So now it's like a telescope. But yeah, receiving divine communication. It never stopped. We never stopped doing it. Blah, 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 blah. The object made by Gideon is plainly described as having been worshipped and therefore the idol of some deity, while the object made by Micah is closely associated with the teraphim. And the ephod and teraphim are described interchangeably with the Hebrew terms yada, 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 meaning graven image and molten image, respectively. So some people describe some of these teraphims as like a bowl with like stars, constellations on it. You'd point it at a particular constellation, and then you could speak with intelligences from those constellations. Yeah, let that one sink in. So, these things can be used for good. The more positive entities, though, they believe in free will and letting us have it. The malevolents, no. They want to treat us as slaves and as a food source. The Thule Society. No, Susan, don't ban me, please. A German occultist group founded after World War I, named after a mythical northern country in Greek legend. The society is notable chiefly as the organization that sponsored the German Worker Party, which was later reorganized by Adolf Hitler into the Yahtzee Party. What? The Socialist German Workers' Party? What? But I thought the Yahtzees were far right. Socialist? Membership list reads like a who's who of early Yahtzee sympathizers and leading figures in Munich, including Rudolf Hess, Alfred Rosenberg, Hans Frank, blah, 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 blah. So, the Yahtzees are into the occult. You seen Indiana Jones? Why are they trying to find the Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, things like that? Why? Oh, because they're really into the occult? Oh, that makes sense. But I thought all those stories were just made up. Oh, was Schmittler just an idiot? Wasting all time and money and resources trying to find these things? What a moron. Or were they based on real objects? Technologically advanced objects? Spiritually, metaphysically advanced objects? Could it be? You walk around a city like 7 times, blast a ram horn, and all the walls collapse? Weird. So they're into the occult. Those especially into the occult started the Vril Society based on a book. And apparently they also had themselves some channelers. You just got to find someone with the gift. They go into a trance state and they can speak for other intelligences. Whether or not you can trust them, those intelligences, is a different matter. Also, there's some things lost in translation because the person while in trance still somewhat has to translate. And they're not translating a language into another language. They have to translate thoughts which contain pictures and sounds and all sorts of sensory information, all sorts of crazy things. When you're telepathic, you don't communicate with basic bitch words. You use thoughts. And the amount of information you can pack into those thoughts is insane. People who get these sent to them refer to them as downloads because you literally, like, within 2 seconds can be downloaded with an insane amount of information, which you generally have to unlock, usually through doing what you're supposed to, following synchronicities, that sort of fun stuff. So the Yahtzees started talking to demons, aliens. They started going off into the Himalayas. Some argue they did end up in contact with alien groups. Do you think they were good guys? Probably not. And then that gets into the Yahtzee Bell. And that gets into some people who talk about the secret space program. Who had the first secret space program? The Yahtzees. And then we had Roswell. And then apparently certain presidents making deals with aliens. You know, specifically making deals with the Greys, who are actually working for, you know, other groups. Most people consider most of the Greys to be basically just biological entities, just pretty much biological robots. You know, pretty much just their henchmen. Just like, it's essentially just like alien clones. And you look at some of the things Crowley's brought up. You look at Revelations, the demons that look like frogs. Crowley recognized them. Others have recognized them. They look a lot like what most people think of as the gray aliens. Weird. Things said thousands of years ago line up with things from 100 years ago and line up from things that are going on till this day. Weird. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe they're not just made up fantasy stories. With that said, we do live in a sci-fi fantasy novel. So the Vril. Yeah. Yahtzees communicating with demons and aliens. What could go wrong? Wolfsburg. That's the Yahtzee castle with the black sun on the hall floor. But oh, that didn't become an occult symbol until 1991. Are you retarded? All right, so when you're trying to communicate with these beings, always good to have rituals. Rituals in very geometric buildings. It's almost like geometry is part of all this metaphysics. How weird. We'll get into sacred geometry later. Yeah, the axis of this tower was to be the actual center of the world. Consider this castle to be the center of the world. In the most important rooms, there's a black sun on the floor. Wonder if there's anything to that. A preparation for an eternal flame in the vault. They want to put an eternal flame there. A swastika ornament in its zenith. The swastika. Oh, yeah, taken from the Tibetans. Buddhism. Hinduism. Weird. The Yahtzees were into the occult, but I thought the occult was just mumbo jumbo. Yeah, both redesigned rooms were never used. Nothing is known about the plans for designated ceremonies in the tower. That's weird. Leo Zagami knows about them. Weird. I don't want to have to look around. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 12 pedestals were placed around the perimeter, each with a wall niche above it. The purpose is unknown. No, it's for occult rituals. These shapes, you wonder why ancient churches look the way they do? Why with all the domes and such? Yes, it's all about metaphysical energies. The upper floors were to be completed as a multi-storied hall with a big dome. Dome, weird. Weird. Why would you need that? For coming into contact with demonic entities, which I just want to go ahead and say, I think a lot of the whole angels and demons, probably aliens. But these aliens are interdimensional, multidimensional, most of them more advanced than us. They've gained those telepathic abilities, those psi abilities. Things change a lot. Their physicality literally changes. They change dimensions, change vibration, density, however you want to think about it. So they can do a lot of crazy stuff, not just with technology, but with their natural abilities. A lot of people who have run in with the Greys, you look in the Greys' black eyes, bam, you're unconscious. Things like that. You run into one of the so-called reptilians and they got red eyes, especially if they have a third eye that's a red eye. Do not look into it. So I would also argue that a lot of them are also not currently incarnate. So they are those ones I would consider angels, demons. The aliens who are all multidimensional, once you get higher up, you're not quite so physical. A lot of them can literally just exist as like balls of energy. They supposedly this one, she doesn't actually look like this. That's just how she showed herself because, we're earthlings and sometimes we don't handle balls of energy as well as we would a pretty blonde girl. So they show themselves in various forms. Still, though, if they are incarnate, if they're actually here in physicality, doing all the fun things that come along with being alive, all the karma and wheel of reincarnation stuff, then yeah, I consider them aliens. But if they're discarnate, if they're more ethereal, those I consider to be the angels and demons. But really, they're just about the same thing. And even the interdimensional ones, you'd consider alien from the definition of that word. So the whole Christians think aliens are demons. No, think more demons are aliens. But then also realize aliens can be demons, aliens can be angels as well. But this, no civilizations exist outside of Earth in this absolutely unfathomably large universe. Pull your head out your butt. We've had technology for how long, and we've already sent people to space? Yeah, Tesla figured out free energy, a way to distribute it wirelessly and anti-gravity in the early 1900s. Before we even had computer chips. Also, where did we get those computer chips from? A lot of people would argue crashed spaceships. Yes, there are others out there for sure. Are there also metaphysical interdimensional beings? Yes. Are some of those aliens out there also interdimensional beings? Yeah, I would argue most of them. Oh, last bit. So there is the left-hand path, the right-hand path. Left-hand path, they want power. They want shortcuts. They want control. You don't need any of these rituals, any of this secret society nonsense. You literally just have to do a little breathing, put on, some meditation music, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, lower your brainwave state, and then just visualize things. That's all you have to do. All this is unnecessary. They use it to skip way ahead. They use it for power. Being possessed by some powerful demon doesn't give you power. They are all inherently vampiric parasites. You gain nothing, lose everything. Our elite are into the occult. They communicate with these demonic beings. Pagan arch to reappear as Washington exhibit centerpiece. Okay, what sort of pagan arch is this? Oh, okay. It stood in front of the temple of Baal, where pagans worshiped the Mesopotamian god in a form of idol worship. It was destroyed by ISIS. So they rebuilt the Arch of Baal. It was displayed in Washington, D.C., then disassembled and reassembled in The Hague, the site of the Dutch Parliament and the UN's International Criminal Court. The Hague is described as the city of peace and justice. And Baal is described as one of the head demons. So why the heck? I'm working on not cursing so much on this channel. What the heck are you doing? Putting the Arch of Baal in front of a place that's supposed to be the city of peace and justice. It's almost like you're inverting. Who likes to invert things? Oh yeah, the Satanists. So I've gone far too long. I planned on doing that. No one's going to watch these. It's solely for myself and practice. So don't forget, no one who made it this far. There are many ways to fix yourself and fix the world. It's very easy. Inform those around you and yourself. I'm currently taking a break, currently informing myself and also others. Meme while the AI doesn't understand it. It won't be long. Use it while you can. Donate. Money is energy. Money is power. Vote with your dollars. Pray. So important. I've been a little bad recently. I haven't been meditating enough. But while I read spiritual books, if I see something I like, I get into a meditative state. I say my thanks and such. You don't have to spend, 45 minutes laying on your bed listening to Tibetan singing bowls. There are many ways to pray. And most important, work. I know it's the hardest one. But we're going to end up being ruled by demons if we don't work our butts off. I'm optimistic about where we're going to go. We're probably going to have to hit rock bottom to get there. So when we hit rock bottom, there's going to be a very, very thin line that we have to walk. We've got utopia. We've got dystopia. Work hard. We need all the people we can get on our side, all the resources we can get. Prepare yourselves for not only physical battle, which God willing, it doesn't come to that, but also prepare yourself for spiritual battle And most importantly, don't forget to dislike and unsubscribe.